30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
Gonna take the harrow, and that's the way we roll. No other path that I know for our love to grow. No other way, no other truth, no other life is gonna take us higher on the King's Highway. Camino Real, Camino Real, Camino Real, Camino Real. We're gonna take the harrow, don't look below.
Hey, I love it. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm Jazzie K Ward, and welcome to season 4 of Artist Talk. I see people coming in the room. Are you guys? I'm so excited, so happy to be back. You know, I've been anticipating this all day. Are you all ready to start Artist Talk? Well, let's go ahead and kick Artist Talk off right now.
Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K Ward.
Hey, I just love that intro. Hey, everybody, happy Monday. And welcome again to Artist Talk. But don't forget, go over to kwaradio.com. Make sure you subscribe to K Ward Radio on my YouTube channel, as well as kwardradio.com, my website. And if you don't, shame on you. I hadn't said that in quite some time, but I say it quite often. Hey, I see recording artist Castella is here. My friend Jazzy Harris. I see Colleen is here. Dr. Chantel Graham is in the house. We are so excited to see her. Also, our special guest tonight. Oh, but before I go that, we're also broadcasting on Soul TV on the Roku network as well. So don't forget, everybody, please share the video, share the live, share the love. And again, as we say, if you don't do any of that, shame on you, right? So shame on you if you don't know my special guest tonight. She's an international recording sensation. Her name is Mary Gatchell. And did you hear that? I think I said it, Camino Real. If I didn't say it right, she's going to correct me, okay? Because I said it wrong the first time. But I love I don't know if that's Latin or whatever that is. I love that. That sounds, I need to add that to my workout in the morning. That's just like the perfect workout song, Zumba, all that jazz, right? I think so. So, she's based in New York City. She embodies music of sensuality, honesty, and joy. She's a dynamic singer. She is a pianist. She's a songwriter. Mary has 7 albums of original music, and that's why she has that it factor. And I am so excited to have a conversation with her. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a lot of love to our special guest tonight, recording artist, Mr. Mary Gatchell. Come on in the room.
Hey, hey, Jazzy.
Hey, hey, Mary. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Yeah, great to see you.
Oh, great. And tell me, did I say the name of the song correct?
You did. Camino Real.
Camino Real. I love that.
Thank you so much.
I love that. And shame on me. I should have been playing that song on a Saturday jazz affair, and I have not been playing that song. But as of this week, I will be adding that song in rotation.
Nice. I love it. Thank you.
I love that. Good evening, Whittington Steele. I see Natasha. Hey, Jeffrey. I see the app life is on. Michael Colombo. Happy Monday, everyone. And if I don't say your name, I'm not purposely missing anybody. Please, again, welcome everyone. My friend Warren Keller with Spontaneous Groove and Combustion. I love that group. If you don't know Spontaneous Groove and Combustion, shame on you. All right, everybody. So, Mary, how was your day today?
It was great. Nice.
It was great.
Ride. It's kind of laying low, practicing, cleaning up.
Right. Wow. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to have a conversation with me today.
My pleasure. I'm so happy you asked me.
Yeah. So everybody, don't forget the website will be listed. Make sure you go over. It'll stream at the bottom of Mary's website. Make sure you go visit her website, check out her music, download her music. Support. It's about support, y'all. It's about supporting artists. That's what we like. So, Mary, I do this segment called The Real You.
Ooh.
And these are some questions that I ask you just for us to get to. Some of them are corny sometimes, and some of them are just to get to know who Mary is outside of your profession as a musician.
Okay.
Okay. So my first question is, give me your gratitude list.
Oh, my family, my boyfriend, my friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Good food.
Good.
And music.
And music.
I don't know what else there is. Am I missing something?
Well, I love all that.
Yeah. The mountains, the ocean. I'm so
I love it.
Grateful for all of that.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Tell me something that always makes you feel good about yourself.
I don't know. I don't know. Everything feels good,
Okay.
Just being alive and waking up, and I think that feels good.
Okay. I like that. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I have to say Italy.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time there, many summers there doing music festivals and concerts and studying. And it's just kind of my third favorite place on the planet. First would be my home, New Hampshire, and then New York City, where I've been for quite a long time. And then, Italy is really my third home. Yeah.
Yes,
the food, the people, it's quite a beautiful place.
I hope to visit there one day. One day. So But thank you so much. So that wasn't too bad, was it, me?
That's it? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, just those, a few questions. But tonight, again, you have a new project that's out, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. Hymns from Home, Volume 2.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Again, so I'm so excited. So we're going to talk about that. Mary's going to perform for us, so you don't want to miss that as well. But before we get into the show, Mary, I wanted to ask you. A lot has been going on the last couple of years. The pandemic. We're still in a pandemic, and I just want to know: were you okay? Were your family okay? And how had you been navigating through all of this?
Thank you for asking that. Yeah, it's hard on all of us.
Right.
I had absolutely no work. I went home to be with my family in New Hampshire for a few months during the worst of it because it was really bad here in New York.
Right.
But one of the great joys, besides being with my family, was being able to record hymns for my church, my hometown church, every week. And that kept me going, And I had some students, like remote students, which was so special. But having to actually, record something each week was really a nice project and kept me kind of motivated and moving right along. And I was recording all these traditional hymns that I've always loved. So navigating through that and then coming back to New York and really no work for quite a long time until last September when things started to open up on Broadway and different kinds of venues started to open up. So things are still, we still need help, but things are a lot better now. But we're still in it. We're still, yeah. My family, I sadly lost my aunt to COVID.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, last year. Very unexpected. So it's hit my family hard as it has hit most everyone's family hard.
Yeah. So during this pandemic, a lot of people. Did you learn anything new or different about you during that downtime here?
Yeah. I just I loved sitting and having nowhere to go and being thankfully, in beautiful New Hampshire with my mom's beautiful flowers and plants and everything. It was just, I thought I appreciated that stuff, but you know what? I realized I didn't as much as I really could have. So anything from a little chipmunk to a groundhog to the woodchuck and the flowers, it was really just so delightful to sit and have coffee and really, really take it all in. And conversations with my family that didn't have to be rushed, or we had to finish to a show, do this or that. And that has its place for sure. That's my whole life. But it was so nice.
It was so nice. Yeah, I realized that too, because a lot of times, we're so used to, these phones. And I finally got the chance, we had to do this Zoom or however we had to do it to connect with family and friends who I hadn't seen. It gave me a time to stop, regroup, focus on a lot of things I had put off to the side, a lot of things I had taken for granted, because I never thought, Mary, that I would even live through something like that,
I know, me too. You just read about this stuff.
I know. So, even better, I was thinking about this. So when you did this album, Hymns from Home, Volume 2, it says songs from the pandemic, 2021 to 2020. So is this when you started doing this album?
Exactly. These are the recordings from 2020 to 2021 for 44 weeks. Every week I recorded a different piece from my church and that they played because the services were remote. So it was, now I was just mixing it myself at home, but now I've had a wonderful mixer, engineer, mastering engineer, Gordon Bahari.
Oh,
take
wow.
them and really, you know,
Okay.
make it sound so nice. And
Good.
now I'm sending. It's going to be 3 volumes, so about 14
Right.
or 15 songs each volume. So the third one will come out in October, early November.
Okay. Oh, wow. I can't hear it. I listened to it um, earlier today because I work from home and I was sitting here in my office here, and wow, what a it so much peace. And when I thought about these songs and reflection and okay, there it is right there.
Hmm.
Album like like you've been on my mind, the journey into now, casuality, um, but hymns from home. I think about your other like Music Angel. I love that song.
Oh,
I
thank
mean, I love I
you.
love the entire project. So everyone, by the sound of my voice, please go to Mary's website, marygatchell.com. They can purchase it there, right, Mary?
Oh yeah. Hmm. Yep. And
And
it's
if
everywhere, but yeah, go there.
okay. And also, Mary, if they go to the website and they purchase it, won't they get an autographed copy?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
And she'll send it to you, an autographed copy. So
Yeah.
I want to go back real quick. And I know you're from New Hampshire and you
Yes.
come from a musical family. Did you grow up in the church
Yes.
singing?
Yes. And my mom is still the choir director at our church. I think it'll next year is her 50th year, 50, of being the choir director at our church.
Oh,
And my dad sings bass and sometimes tenor.
I
So
love it.
definitely grew up in the church, and they also ran a performing arts organization, a
Oh,
theater.
wow.
My whole life,
Okay.
I was in their productions, on stage and backstage, and watching them make their magic. So very musical family.
Okay. I love that. And we're going to chat a little bit more about that, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Jazzy K. Ward. A special guest tonight, of course, is songwriter, singer, composer, pianist. Miss Mary Gatchell is our special guest tonight. And this is the first day back for season 4 of Artist Talk. And so, Mary, you're my first guest back for season 4. Thank
Oh, I didn't even know. Thank you.
you. Thank
What an
you.
honor.
So, what we're going to do, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. And Mary, would you perform something for us?
Sure. Right now or when we come back?
When we come back off of this commercial break.
Oh, sure. I'd be happy to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, continue to keep it locked right here. You're watching Jazzy K. Ward right here on Artist Talk After Dark.
It's the Indiana's music video show, playing all the best soul music videos, and it's better than the radio. So sit back and enjoy the show. It's the Indiana's music video show, playing all the best soul music videos, and it's better than the radio. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Keep it grown and sexy. We ain't playing no games. Tell me what's your love language. You can fill in the blanks. Touch me, tease me. No, my name is not Case. Indie Artist Music Video Show. Let's watch it at my place.
The Indie Artist Video Music Show, coming soon.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Artist Talk. I'm Jazzy K. Ward. A special guest tonight is pianist Miss Mary Gatchell. And I see everybody coming in the room. Again, I see Heidi Tan, Whittington Steele, Miss L.A. Young, Colleen Keefley is also hanging out with us. Again, if you have any questions or comments for our guests tonight, make sure you post those there and we will do our best to answer any questions that you may have. But right now, Mary, you're going to perform something for us. Can you tell us what you're going to perform and maybe a snippet about the song?
Yes, this song is called The Sound of Love. I wrote this a few years ago, and it's included on Hymns from Home, Volume 1.
Okay.
When restless is my soul, and doubtful are my days, when sadness holds me close in a hopeless cold embrace, I let my soul be quiet. I listen deep within. I surrender to the silence. That's when my spirit sings. I hear the sweet sound, the sound of your breath in the silence profound. You lead me from death. I hear the sweet sound in the silence so true. The sound of love is the sound of you. I hear the sweet sound, the sound of your breath in the silence profound. You lead me from death. I hear the sweet sound in the silence so true. The sound of love, the sound of peace, the sound of God, the sound so sweet, the sound of love is you.
Wow. The sound of love. I love that. Everybody, I mean, all the people said beautiful voice. And I was going to say this too earlier. I don't really like doing comparisons, but somebody put in there, they said, I hear Barbara Streisand.
I love
And, and they also said, I hear the late Olivia Newton-John. I do.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I do.
I
mean,
love her too. Boy, she's so sweet. Oh, so sad.
oh, wow.
Barbara Streisand was probably, besides my parents, it's probably my biggest influence. I love her and Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, who are some of the people that you listen to, that you grew up listening to?
Well, of course, Whitney and Janet, Michael, Mariah, all of those contemporaries. But I was listening a lot to Barbara Streisand, and later I got heavy into Stevie Wonder and Joni Mitchell.
Oh, of course, Joni Mitchell. Okay.
And then so many other things, but those are really big ones, from Marvin Gaye, very big, Curtis Mayfield.
Oh, yeah.
But I was Barbara and Stevie.
Do you have a favorite Stevie Wonder song?
Oh, gosh. Well, that one. You know this one?
Yes.
I see us in the stars. You know that one? Knocks me off my feet. I love
that one. I was just going to hope you were going to keep singing just a little. I love that.
It's hard to pick one for him, but that's a I also love, and I do a lot, is this song called Saturn. Do you know that? It was on the B side of his Songs in the Key of Life.
I don't know that one.
It's about Saturn and the people who live on Saturn, how they how they treat each other versus how we treat each other here on Earth. It's quite a commentary.
Oh, come in. I love that. I love that. And so was the piano keyboard, was that your first love instrument as far as you play, or do you have one over the other? Do you prefer singing more so, or both?
No, both. It's all music, so I love it.
It's all music. Yeah.
I also play the oboe, and it's all strong in the sense in my heart. It's all music, so I wouldn't pick one over the other.
Okay, I love that. And something I wanted to also ask you too, Mary, is that when we think about music, music is so therapeutic, right? For it's healing for the mind, the body, and soul. Why should people care about music, and why should people care, especially about women in music, whether it's jazz, country, gospel, soul, or R&B?
Well, I think people do care. It's just intrinsic to being a human. We all love music, no matter where we are.
Right.
So, and I think we all respond to all voices, and of course, women. It's the first sound we've ever heard is our mother's heartbeat. It's not going anywhere, and
that's right.
It's strong, and I think I'm working on a new album now, and there's talking with my producer ATN Stadwick about, well, people listen to music differently now. They listen to one song here, one song there, and does the order really matter anymore? And telling a story of an album like they all used to, at least. And I do think it matters, and I hope people. That's why I'm still making CDs. I think there's a story to be told. Of course, in a song there's a story, but in an album that is well thought out, there is a bigger story, and it's appropriate, or I hope appropriate, to listen. Yeah, of course, your favorite songs, but from beginning to end is quite. I would be honored to have people listen to my music from beginning to end, and I hope that is meaningful for them.
That's right.
It's meaningful for me. I don't know. I can't speak for other people. I just need to do what I feel is the best that I can do, and I think that is telling a bigger story, not just story.
Right. And I think that's just what your music does for us. And I'm glad you mentioned about CDs. I still love CDs. I know a lot of artists are not probably, they said people don't buy them. But Mary, I don't know if you're like me, but I like reading. I read the entire CD. The producer, composer, whoever is the person, like who types all of this. I like reading who all those people are.
I know, and the artwork, and just kind of pouring through the pages, and all of that. Not that I have pages in this one. I wish I could, but it is so nice to hold something.
It is. It's nice to hold something. It's it's just, I understand with technology and people downloading music, but I just like the physical copy in my hand.
Me too.
I just do. I just love that in my hand. So again, everybody, I'm JAZZIE K Ward. A special guest tonight is singer-songwriter, pianist Mary Gatchell. Well, what we're going to do right now, Mary, we're going to take a break, and we're going to have a segment from Dr. Graham, Mind, Body, and Soul. And we're going to come back with a little bit more conversation with our special guest tonight, right here on Artist Talk.
It's time for Health and Wellness Check-In with Dr. Chantel Graham. Tips for the mind, body, and soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Graham is in the building. How are you, Dr.
My
Graham?
good people, I miss you all. I'm here look a little crazy, but it's a Monday. It's a Monday.
I love your hair, Dr. Graham.
Not gonna go there. So how's it going, Jazzy?
It's going good. It's so good. I know we talk all the time, but it's good to see you.
I know. We gotta do better. We know better. We gotta do better.
We do.
So today's tip. It's not a tip. It's more so knowledge. I know everybody want to be outside. I know we talk about we back outside, but monkeypox is outside too, people. So today we're going to talk about monkeypox. Hey, Whittington. So we hear all this stuff going on, and I do not want people looking at Dr. Google, because when you go to the internet, you hear all these things, and people start talking ridiculous. It's a gay disease. It's this kind of disease. This and that. Let's start with what it is. Monkeypox is a zoonosis virus. What does that mean? That means it's a virus that can spread from animals to humans. So across that barrier, it can go from animals to humans. So stop kissing your dog in the mouth. Let him lick in his butt and then kissing on y'all, licking on y'all. Because if he's infected, he can actually give it to you. Okay? So how can it be transmitted? Let's start with the obvious. Skin-to-skin contact. If someone has an open sore or a rash, if you're touching a surface that someone's touched, that can happen. Respiratory, it can be droplets in the air. So if they cough on you, so if you're in a crowded area, I know you don't want to wear your mask. Put your mask back on, people. Do what Nia tells y'all to do. Wash your little nasty hands. Do not put them in the mouth, eyes, and nose. No men. So what are the signs and symptoms? It varies. It starts off as a little blister or sore. Those kind of take in effect about 1 to 4 days, okay? This thing can last about 3 weeks on you. Now, you may get like a little patch, like a blister or a whitehead. Now, please do not self-diagnose. It could be just a pimple. It could be just a whitehead pimple, but it could be a blister, okay? So that blister can pop and it can just spread and become a rash. That rash will get scaly and it will dry up. If it's drying up in the process, it is still contagious. That's the one thing about monkeypox. Until that rash is completely gone and you have brand new skin, it is contagious. So there is no cure for monkeypox. What they can do is just treat your signs and symptoms, which will look like a fever, chills, cough, and cold. You can have like flu-like symptoms. You can have a swollen lymph nodes. You can have things that look like a respiratory issue where you have that stuffy nose, that coughing with that mucus. If you have it, quarantine yourself. Go to the doctor. Please get an accurate diagnosis. Again, no more Dr. Google. Okay, people? Don't do Dr. Google. Dr. Google will get you in trouble. Dr. Google will have you having everything from a whitehead pimple until mass hysteria. So go to your doctor. That's what you have insurance for. And if you don't have insurance, there is charity care. So get yourself checked out. Check it out. Don't touch the blisters. Keep them hands clean. Take care of yourself, people. Come on. You need to be around for a long time. We got great things to do, and we got to do it together.
That's right. Dr. Graham, I love it. Thank you for sharing it. Because, you see so much on the news about it. And I used to be Dr. Google. You'll jump on the internet and you start reading all these things. And then you'll think after a while, you self-diagnose yourself.
It is. And then understand, too, when it comes to this virus spreads through also sexual contact, oral, vaginal, anus. I hate to be so graphic, but it can spread to anything. You don't want to get it in your throat by, putting your mouth where it shouldn't be. Keep that to yourself. But I'm just saying, think about all these things. If there is a lesion, and sometimes, these pimples and this rash can show up in places that you probably won't even notice yourself because you may not be looking there or cannot possibly look there because you're not a contortionist. So the thing about it, if you see any sign of it, don't touch it. Don't test it out. Go to the doctor. This is nothing to be embarrassed about. Because people get this thing where they have this shame and it's just crazy. And someone asked, is monkeypox, are the sores painful? Yes, they're painful and they're itchy. So think about a pimple. If you scratch it and it busts and now you have that fluid, what happens? You touch the fluid, you touch another part of your body. Now that rash is starting to spread because now you're contaminated. Okay? So don't start popping stuff. Don't start spreading rash, touching people. That's why when you're outside, don't put your hands on everything. I'm not saying go crazy and wear a hazmat suit outside, but just be mindful. Because people come outside with hazmat suit, but then you take them dirty gloves and put your food in your mouth.
Right.
I can't.
I understand.
Just be mindful. And please, please, please use some common sense. Wash your hands. You should be doing that anyway. Cover your mouth with your sleeve. You should be doing that anyway. So let's just not go crazy, but let's do things that make sense.
Thank you, Dr. Graham. I love that. And let people know how they can follow you and contact you as well, Dr. Graham.
Dr. Graham at theapplife.info. And just so you know, in a couple of weeks, for those who like to speak Spanish, my girl Nia will be available in Spanish in a couple of weeks. And her new series will start dropping by the spring. So we got a couple of good things coming. She's going to take on those 4 Durham brothers.
I love that. And everybody, if you have, I don't have children, but I love reading. I love the book. It's, if you have children, nieces, nephews, please support Dr. Graham. Purchase the book. They can get it from your website. They can get it from Amazon, all those places, right?
Yeah, Amazon, Goodreads, Barnes and Nobles. If not, donate it to a library. You never know who's going to pick it up. Appreciate you.
That's true.
There you go.
That's what I love. And Dr. Graham, I know you heard Mary, right? You heard her singing in the voice. I mean, would you add her into the OR?
She's going to be added into tomorrow's rotation. She'll be the first thing we play in the OR tomorrow, bright and early. Get that music out there because you know I'm a sharer. It doesn't cost you anything to share. So people share, download some good music because the stuff we have available today is good, but this stuff from these independent artists is phenomenal. I'm about to pull out my microphone and start singing. Now y'all know I can't sing, but I'll try to hold a tune. I'm listen.
Yeah, well, maybe I can ask Mary. Maybe she'll let us on their new album. Maybe she'll let us do some background vocals.
We can lip sync.
We could lip sync definitely on the album. Dr. Graham, thank you so much. Can you stick around for the rest of the show?
Absolutely will. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. Dr. Graham, thank you so much for your help tip. We'll see you next week. Hey, everybody, we're back. That's Dr. Graham. And she gives us always some great health tips, mind, body, and soul with our health and wellness. So right now we're going to go back to our special guest, Miss Mary Gatchell, who's hanging out in the green room with us so we can bring her back into the space. Chef, there we go.
Isn't she great? Oh my goodness, Dr. Graham, love her.
I know she's wonderful. And she always, artists that come on the show, and a lot of, when she's in the OR, and they're like, who are these musicians that you're playing? I guess when people get ready for surgery, wow. They play music. And again, what a perfect song, I think, to play. Any of your music, Mary, to play.
You.
I think that's what it's about. It's about sharing, caring, and being independent artists. This is a tough business. When you say, Mary, a lot of people see lights, cameras, action. They see some of these. So I wanted to ask you, Mary, like, what has been some challenges? Have you, or if you've had any in this business, maybe getting your music heard, getting your music, getting booked at venues, getting on different jazz festivals? Have you had any challenges with any of that?
Oh, all of that. Absolutely. I think all of us do, and I certainly have. It's sometimes you don't know where to begin, and you send your music to everybody, and you hear nothing back. I used to have in my closet a list of like rejection letters, like when I sent it to Blue Note Records or whoever, and rejection. And then a lot of times you don't even get a letter.
Wow.
But I'm over all that. It doesn't stop me from making music at all, but it's, sure, I think it's tricky. You have to kind of just keep going.
Yeah.
If you feel it, and even if you feel it, it can be hard, but you just can't stop. Even if it's one person that's listening to you, right. It's really an honor that someone actually took the time to listen to you, and it makes it worth it.
That's right.
It certainly does. So, anything that I can do, whenever I can make music for others, and if they're listening, it's really the best. It's quite a special feeling, but it's hard to get out there or to book shows sometimes, or to fill the audience. It's you have these waves and you just can't stop.
Right. Yeah. You have to keep going. I'm going to share my.
You have to.
you have to keep going, and even on your latest project, Hymns from Home, Volume 2. Mm-hmm. Like, tell us, what was the process with you deciding to do that album? Like, what's the process that you decided? Did you just say, maybe from some of your previous work, Was this something you've always wanted to do, this volume 1, 2, and I know you're working on 3?
You know what? In a way, it is. It is because all my other albums are, with the band, and it's like funk and R&B and rock, and a lot of big moments. And then my mom has been saying forever, "Oh, I just love it when you do simple hymns and just the piano, and and I do that at church, but then I never recorded it until I had to during the pandemic, and."
All right.
And then here it is. How lucky that I have this, these 44 songs to pick, the ones from the first volume. Some of them are for Lent and Easter, Pentecost. And then these summer ones are a mix of traditional hymns and spirituals. And then the fall goes into Thanksgiving and Christmas. So some of those hymns. But, they were already recorded the last couple of years, but now just putting them together in a cohesive volume that makes sense in the time frame that I'm releasing.
I love it. So could you tell, who did you work with on this project?
Nobody.
No. Wow.
No, it's just me and the piano.
Wow.
But of course, the engineer, Gordon Bahari, mixed it and mastered it. But
Right.
it's just me.
So I love that. What do you want people to take away when they listen to this particular album? What do you want them to take away?
I hope they just feel peace.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
These hymns, I teach at a college in ear training and theory and stuff, and I use a lot of the hymns as text and great ear training and sight reading, and to study the harmonies. Everything's there. It's so rich. It's poetry. It's musically stunning, and it's some of the best stuff on earth. So I hope they just enjoy the simplicity and the beauty of these hymns.
Right. And when I listen at your voice, and I know you also come from a background in theater, do you still do any theater?
Well, no, I play like and conduct and play for shows, but I'm trying to think. I haven't really been like in a show in a minute, except for my shows, which are me, my bands and me. But no, but I want to.
Yeah, I could definitely. Yeah, you definitely hear that in your voice, but you can hear anything, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, I heard her sing some Aretha Franklin, and I threw papers, I threw everything. When I heard Mary sing you could sing just about anything. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Mary Gatchell, shame on you. She definitely shame on you. Don't forget to go over to her website, which is listed there in the chat. And we're gonna take a break. And Mary, again, I'm gonna ask you, I would love for you to do us another song when we come back.
Oh, great. I'd be happy to.
Okay. So everybody, I'm JAZZIE K Ward. You're watching Jazzy After Dark Artist Talk. We'll be right back.
Multi-million streaming recording artist, jazz bassist Brendan Rothwell returns with his third master-crafted full album release, Destiny. Featuring 12 original compositions with his signature sophisticated performance, production, and moving melodies. Find Destiny now in the smoothjazz.com listening loft, Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere you source your music. Meet the artist at brendanrothwell.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back. That's my good friend, Mr. Brendan Rothwell. He's an amazing artist. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with singer-songwriter, composer, Miss Mary Gatchell is our very special guest. She has a new album out called Hymns from Home, Volume 2. So make sure you go get Volume 1, Volume 2 is available now as well, and she's working on a new project as well. And Mary, you're going to perform something for us. Can you tell us the name of the song and maybe a little bit about the song?
Sure. This is a song. This is the first song you ever heard me do. This is You've Been on My Mind.
I love that song.
Oh, thank you. This is from my last album? Yeah, Camino Real.
Mhm.
The first song you heard tonight. And this is You've Been on My Mind. So please sing along, snap your fingers, and get into the groove.
Okay.
Things of our love are embedded in my soul. It doesn't get any easier as I grow. You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. I know that I never called to say goodbye, but somehow I think you ought to stand wide. You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. Ooh, brother. Ooh, friend. Oh, lover. Tell me, how does this end? Ooh, 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 ooh. You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. You've been on my, you've been on my, you've been on my mind. You've been on my, you've been on my, you've been on my mind. You've been on my, you've been on my, you've been on my mind. Lover and friend. You've been on my, you've been on my mind. At times I've wanted to reach out to you, but I can't afford to open up this wound. You've been on my mind. You've been on my mind. Ooh, brother. Ooh, friend. Oh, lover. Tell me, how does this end? You've been on my, you've been on my, you've been on my mind. Lover and friend. You've been on my, you've been on my mind. Lover and friend. Sing along, everyone. You've been on my mind. You've been on my, you've been on my, you've been on my mind. The stains of our love are embedded in my soul.
Yay! I love that song. I remember, I think that's the first song by you, Mary, that I played on Saturday Jazz Affair on 90.7 FM. I love that. And when I first heard it, I said, who is this lady? I said, who is this lady? And so Monica King Slater said, the song almost has a Carole King "It's Too Late, Baby" feel to
Oh, nice. Oh,
it.
thank you. Love that song.
Oh yeah, I love Carole King too. And when I listen to music, as we talked about earlier, Mary, it's so healing. But I wanted to ask you, what does music heal you from?
I don't know. It's just everywhere. And so it's always there. But anything that's
Yeah,
troubling.
right.
Sometimes I was talking to my mom actually, and they were in
Mhm.
the car and they had a long road trip going back home, and they were listening to the Frank Sinatra station, and the time just flew by, and I thought, oh, I know, I love that, and it's sometimes I forget to put on great music because I'm always doing a lot of music.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm not. It depends, but then
right,
when I put something good on, and like that,
right.
like your station, and
Yeah,
just great stuff. It's like, oh my
mm,
goodness, why don't I
yeah.
do this all the time? And sometimes you need to be healed and you don't know it. That
That's
happens
true.
to me a lot. I think I'm fine, and I put on music, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel way better.
I love that. Yeah, because I think about that a lot of times too. Because a lot of people, of course, I work for a jazz station, so a lot of times when people, they expect me, even at work, they're just like, "Do you listen to jazz all the time?" I said, "No, I like jazz. I like country. I like rap. I like trap music. I like hip hop music. I like it also." I mean, Mary, what do you typically listen to? Like, if we got in your car now and what do you typically listen to?
Well, Stevie Wonder is just, he never gets old for me. But like Earth, Wind, and Fire. I love
Oh,
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, all the older soulful music.
right.
And I know they're still around. But I think I think you would find Earth, Wind, and Fire and Stevie, Curtis Mayfield. Those are really
Yeah.
Roberta Flack. Um,
Oh,
that song she did? I feel like it's obscure, although
okay.
probably not to you. But I can see the sun in late December.
Oh, yes. I can hear you covering a Roberta Flack song.
Thanks. I love her. I love her.
Would you consider that? That's just a request.
Consider it. I mean, of course, I would love to. I mean, it would be.
Oh,
I hope I could do it justice. And that song, I think it goes on for
right,
12 or 15 minutes. I don't know. It's very
right,
long, and I love it. I
right.
never want it to end. And actually, a new
Yeah.
song I have coming out, I keep thinking about that song of hers. Stevie
Mhm.
wrote. Did you know that?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I didn't know
Yes.
that till
I,
recently.
I knew that.
Oh my gosh.
I can definitely hear you. What's the other song? Strolling in the park.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Strolling in the park, watching winter turn to spring. Something like that, right? Yeah. Walking in the dark, seeing lovers do their thing. Yeah. Ooh, that's the time. Yeah. I feel like making love to you. That's the time. I feel like making dreams come true. Oh yeah, dreams come true. Oh baby, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mary, there you go. Mary, you could cover that. You can do that. I was going to ask you this. Do you remember your very first concert that you attended? You remember?
Oh, it was Janet Jackson actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Great Woods in
Right.
Boston and Boston area. Mhm. Mhm.
People said such a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Chef D said, could you sing Natural Woman?
uh, uh, why am I thinking of it? Looking out in the morning rain. I used to feel so uninspired. Sorry. And when I knew I'd have to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. before the day I met you. Life was so unkind. Your love is the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you made me feel. All right. You made me. Oh my goodness. You made me feel. Yeah, sorry. You made me feel. You made me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby. Sorry about that mistake, though.
That's okay. I love it. What you done to me. See what you done to me, Mary? You made me feel so good inside.
I didn't know if I'd get requests.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Did you ever get the opportunity to ever meet Aretha Franklin or see her in concert? No. Yeah, me either. What a talented lady. What a talented, awesome performer. Wow. So
Yeah.
Mary, can you let us share with us what are you working on next? What did you have coming up? How can we support you and your music?
Oh, thank you. Well, go to my website, and then also if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, that'd be great. The big thing I have coming up is I'm playing in my home state of New Hampshire, August 25th. It's a Thursday, way up on Lake Winnipesaukee, this beautiful place with grand piano. Okay. And I'll be there. It's called Hermit Woods, which is so cute. So it's the Loft at Hermit Woods in Meredith, New Hampshire. And then I'll also be back in Newmarket, New Hampshire in October, which is really nice. And then I have another, like a CD release, or I'll be releasing some music in New York, my Love Poems album, which I think I'll call What's My Name? Destiny.
I love that.
Thanks. Should I go with that? That's one of my
You
songs.
should.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I'll do it. That's November 13th here in New York City at the Bitter End. One of the last few places to play here in New York City. Right on Bleecker. Used to be tons of clubs to play there. And now that's one of the few remaining places where, Bob Dylan played, Joni Mitchell. It's a real, very, like an institution. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Dr. Graham. You're so awesome. But that's what I have coming up. Okay. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to those shows.
Okay. I love it. And please, keep us, posted. And a lot of people were also asking me, do you ever go live on your page? Do you do like live concerts where people can via Zoom and all this stuff? Because a lot of people maybe can't come see you in New York or New Hampshire or wherever. Do you ever do those kind of shows?
Well, thanks for asking. I'll have to get that up and running. I did do a bunch over the pandemic. But you're right. When I do the shows in person, I should do that too.
Yeah, because, a lot of people, I notice a lot of artists, they're in person, but then you can also, they sell tickets, $25, $30, where you can buy them and watch it in the comfort of your own home, since they can't make it to your show.
Right. No, thanks for saying that. I need to get on that.
Yeah.
That's great.
And somebody said, oh, yeah, I would love to buy a ticket to see. I can't make it to New Hampshire or New York, but I would love to see her in concert. And we would love to have you in Alabama. We do smooth jazz festivals, and we need to definitely get you here to Alabama.
I would love to come. I've never been, and I would love to go there.
Oh, we would love to have you, Mary. And before we let you go, could you, any words of wisdom or that you can share that someone watching this, that wants to follow maybe in your same footsteps? Any words of wisdom or advice that you've been given, maybe not about music or just in life in general?
Don't give up. Don't give up. If you want to do this, keep doing it, because it's a part of your soul.
That's right.
For no other reason, because there's really no other reason. But I hope, I just encourage you to create beautiful art.
I love that.
Because there's nothing more important than that, because we all want to see that.
That's right.
We all need your talent and your special gift that no one else has. So please share it with us. And it may not be me, but why not? Why not? Nothing's easy.
That's right. Nothing is easy. You just have to, my aunt used to tell me, you just have to keep on keeping on.
I love it. Yes, that's it. That's what I meant to say. Like, did you see that documentary with Clark Terry that Quincy Jones is in?
Oh, yes.
It's called Keep On Keeping On.
You know what? That's true. That is so true. I forgot about that.
And I grew up with Clark Terry in a way. He came to New Hampshire for the Clark Terry Jazz Festival every year.
Okay.
And my whole childhood. And then to see that documentary, keep on keeping on.
And you've played at a lot of festivals. And please, could you talk about, and I forgot to mention this, I know you do a lot of other work, especially you're big with children in music, and you are also involved with the Worldwide Orphans Foundation.
Yes, I went to Ethiopia with the Worldwide Orphans Foundation and loved being there with the most beautiful people in the world and the kids. So precious doing music with them. And then they also brought me to Bulgaria to do music with kids there that had a lot of special needs. I love doing that, and I would love to do more. With the pandemic, obviously it's hard to travel, but that's a special organization that does a lot for kids with AIDS, kids, orphans, kids with major health problems that their parents can't take care of them. So it's a Worldwide Orphans. Yeah, that's it. Worldwide Orphan Foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a great way to just be with other people and share music. I learned a lot from them.
Oh, good.
In fact, this painting is Ethiopian.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it earlier. I said, "Oh, wow, that's a beautiful painting."
Yeah, Amari Sim, he was the art teacher at the school there.
Okay.
Drummers. So
I love that.
To travel and exchange ideas, and that's why music is, music lets you do that.
Right. All right. I do. There's another song I like, which is so true. Music makes the world go round. You remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
I love that song. Again, Mary, it has been so much fun. And you know what? I always say this, time always flies when you're having so much fun.
I know.
Thank you so much for coming on Artist Talk. And please, would you come back again one day?
I'll come back anytime. You are so wonderful, Jazzy. Thank you for having me. You're the best.
You're welcome. And I know Volume 2 is out. Do you have any time or idea when you're going to release the third volume?
October or November, before Christmas. Plenty before Christmas, because there'll be some Christmas music on that.
You know what? I want to ask you, and my producers tell me wrap it up. Mary, we need a Christmas album from you.
Oh, okay.
I would love.
I made one with about 5 or 6 tunes that I don't even think is public. I don't think it's on digital, but I have actual physical CDs of it. I'll get it to you.
Oh yeah, I would love a Christmas album. I'm like, even if you did one for this year, if you just did a single, I said Mary needs a Christmas single.
Well, I did do Donny Hathaway's this Christmas a couple Christmases ago. I'll send you that, but I have some of my own stuff too.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to hear some. That's my favorite time of the year.
Oh, I know. It's great. Me too.
I just love that. I love that time of the year.
I love winter. It's so hot here.
Right. I know. I love that. I love it. Mary, again, everybody.
You found it.
And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night.
I love it.
You are good.
Yeah, Chef D, thank you so much. My producer, manager, he be on it, Mary.
He is always on it.
It's always on. I love. That's the song right there, Mary. I think you should put out for Christmas.
Well, it is out.
Okay.
But I can put it out again if you want.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. So is it? I mean, is it available for downloads or people to purchase?
It must be if Chef found it. Yeah, that
Okay.
one's available, everyone. Thanks.
Okay. Because a lot of people asking me about like holiday music. It's like, can we get it directly from her? I said, well, I'll ask her. I think you can download it too. So.
Yeah, I think you can download it, and I might have to make more physical CDs of that Christmas album.
Okay.
So you've inspired me. But yeah, you can just get it through me, my website.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Mary, thank you so much for coming on Artist Talk and being a friend of the show. We want you to come back. And again, I will continue to keep playing your music and that the other song, the Camino Royale.
Camino Real. He's the King's Highway.
I love that. I'm gonna have to play that on Saturdays. I need to play that.
Yeah.
Well, Mary, can you stick around a little for about 2 minutes for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody. It's been another great show. Again, we're back for season 4 of Artist Talk. I'm Jazzie K Ward. Thank you to my special guest, international recording artist Mary Gatchell, songwriter, composer, pianist. Thank you also to Dr. Graham. Thank you for everyone that came on the live, for your support, your continuous support of the show. K Ward Radio is my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. KWardRadio.com is my website. Make sure you subscribe. If you have music, any artists that would like to be featured on the show, you can mail me your music. My website, my address is listed there. If you'd like to support the show, Cash App, PayPal information is listed there. Thank you, my friend Vaughn. Thank you so much. I see you, my friend. Join me each and every Saturday for Saturday Jazz Affair on WVAS FM 90.7. It streams live on WVASFM.org. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Make sure you take care of yourself. Be kind to others. And I'll see you back here on next Monday. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.
No other way, no other truth, no other life is gonna take us higher on the King's Highway. Camino Real, Camino Real, Camino Real, Camino Real. We're gonna take the high road. Don't look below. No other way that I know. El Camino. No other way, no other truth, no other life is gonna take us to the sky now on the King's Highway. Camino Real, Camino It's a love different. It's a love royal. Oh, it's a love changing. It's a love never ending. Oh, it's a love different. It's a love royal. Oh, it's a love changing on the King's Highway. Camino Real.